Hi y'all, Anthony Jane here. Coming to you at 1:57 p.m. on 9/27/2016 for the purpose of discussing humanism, ethnocentricity, turning fear and loathing into love and acceptance. This is what I'm about. This is what I was taught by my elders. Most notably on this in this subject, I'm drawing from the spirits of Hunter Thompson on the left and Louis Binstock on the right. Hunter being my second main gonzo journalist influence. My earlier influences were people like Mike Royko and Irv Kupcinet and Bennett Cerf. And what's his name? Jack Anderson. Was a lot of fun during Watergate. I didn't really discover Hunter until later. And Beanie, oh, he doesn't like being called Beanie. He'd rather, if I'm not gonna call him Dr. Binstock, he wants me to call him Louie. That's what his friends called him, was Louie. The kids called him Beanie. Anyway, Louie was an ecumenicist. He was all into the interfaith stuff. It was like, hey kid, come and come to our services and celebrate with us and pray with us, and we'll come over to your church. And because it's all the same root. This was a big important part of his teaching, was that I don't remember him ever actually saying it, but Yahweh, Jehovah, the priest pronunciation of it is Yehovah, and Shekinah were superhuman space travelers that were part of this all these other gods that are in the fairy tales, and that they are the actual parents of Adam and Eve, who were, and now we're into allegory. By the time Moses wrote it down, it was allegorical. Adam, this was the colonists. These people were these are space travelers that colonized the planet. And Adam and Eve were the children of Yehovah and Shekinah. And there's children of all sorts of other gods floating around in this world. And some of the gods are nice and some are not. And some of them are carnivorous and don't give a shit what species they eat. Dig? There's going to be some roast BB on the last day if you don't repent. If you're in fucking T, you're gonna see somebody stuff an apple in that guy's mouth and stick him on a skewer. Anyway, well, I am an indigenous person. I rejected Empire society from the get-go because, it's like, hey, look, I'm not a man. Sorry about the penis. God doesn't make mistakes. God made me this way for a reason. Fucking Louis used to tell us that we needed to live our lives as if we would be the one that God selected to be the Messiah. And I'm like, no, I don't want that fucking job. The last guy tagged for that had to hang on a cross, nailed to a cross. For how long did they have him up there? 3 days before they picked him up. We had to suffer through that shit. No, I ain't doing that. If I go out, it's like I'm gonna be the tank. I'm gonna be the tank girl. I'm gonna be the tanks hit the street, boy. I'm gonna be right up in their face with a saxophone or a flute. Till they blow me away like that kid in Egypt, run me over like the guy in China. I ain't doing no suffering for I've suffered my whole life. So Jesus said, "The suffering for righteousness' sake, we'd be the children of heaven." And because our minds are able to receive the input and process it properly. That's a different topic. Yes, I am empathic, and yes, I am telepathic. Yes, I hear voices, but they're attached to faces, and I can take it or leave it and tell them to go away if I want to. My God told me to kill you. It's okay, so I'll go kill him. No, it's like my God tells me to kill someone. It's like, hey man, come here. You need to kill somebody. Do it yourself, motherfucker. I was so sick after my father betrayed me and sold the house out from underneath me because he needed the 10 grand to spend, because his 401k wasn't, he wasn't able to milk his 401k, and he needed the cash to go, you know, keep his level of amusement, his amusement level up. So he pulled the cash out of my house and left me in a neighborhood like right on Pipeline, down the road from Mustang Ridge. I had $20,000 because I had no way to protect it from the dirty cops and the robbers. The cops had taken me to jail, and the robbers had cleaned me out. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, suffering for righteousness' sake. But that's really where I wanted to go. Was like racism is a tool of empire. You know, the sex gender binary, the rigid sex gender binary is a tool of empire. These is population management stuff. This is like they're poisoning your mind. It's, you know, it's Goebbels talked about it in his writing. Was that you just keep telling the same lie over and over again, and people believe it so well that they'll kill you. They'll kill people to defend it for you. And that's not the way humans are. The human instinct is to avoid conflict. And just enjoy the creation around us. You know, feel the breeze and jump in the water and feed the animals and, you know, groom the plants and smell the flowers. You know, not bite with each other. This is fucking stupid, people. That's alien. That's reptilian. You know, that's why the humans. You know, that's you know, all of that stuff, all of that aggression. None of that occurs past right here. None of that. In the core data, you know about the core data, folks? CHORDATA. In the core dates, all violent behavior is managed from the medulla oblongata on down. You know, it's more your tail chakra talking when you're whipping something. Then it's certainly not your brain. You gotta convince your brain to overrule your heart's instructions. Is what it comes down to. You know, if you want to keep God out of it. I think on that note, it's like, let's keep God out of it for a while and deal with it with each other, folks. We are all people. We are all little baby godlings. That's what's going on here. This planet is quarantined. We need to convince them that we're worthy of getting the quarantine lifted, that we're safe out there with all the different species, with all the different sentient species of the world. We are all one, but we are all different. Everybody's unique, and that's supposed to bring us closer together, not separate us. So happy day, namaste, motherfuckers. Thanks for watching.